Hey everyone, I'm Nikki,
And I'm Flossie.
and we have some awesome news for you guys. So, if you haven't heard, Flossie and I have a brand new podcast that is streaming on all platforms, and we will link it below. It is the Assumption Effect, where we talk about all things manifesting from A to Z.
And the
And
first one's pretty dope because it actually is starting to explain manifesting with Nikki and I having like a conversation about it to help you guys understand manifestation better. But go ahead, sorry, Nikki.
no, you're all good. Up next, Flossie and I also decided to do all-inclusive coaching. So, she's going to tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, all inclusive and literally totally exclusive because one of the things that you would be getting that no one else gets is access to us nearly every day. And so you can buy a month package at a time. And so what we were going to do is we were going to give you guys access to like a boot camp course, not necessarily the boot camp, like the classes of it, so that you would be able to understand manifestation from A to Z. So not the actual like live boot camp, but the recording of a boot camp itself, which is like two or like almost 3 hours, I think, of content. But anyway, then you would get like a 60-minute call with Nikki or myself. So we're both going to offer this essentially, right? So I would have someone I would do this with. She could have someone that she could do this with, but you'd get a 1 hour call so that we can get really clear on your situation and come up with a plan. And then you would get four 15-minute calls that you could have a call once a week. You would be able to have about 75 minutes of texting with us a week where you would direct message us on like WhatsApp. You can do like 15 minutes a day for 5 days a week if you'd like. We figured it's what the average person would do. You also get an emergency call once in that month where Nikki and I, or Nikki or myself, depending on who you're working with, would end up having to call you within what is it, like 24, 48 hours? I mean, it's 72 hours max, but basically, if you had something going on in the 3D, you could potentially talk to us right then on the phone, depending on what our availability is, but you would be getting in very quickly. And then you also are going to get a month of the biofeedback to help with your mental diet and anything that you have limiting that's not working for you. So one of the big deals is that people don't have that type of access to us. People do not have that access to where if they are wanting accountability, if they are, struggling with something in the 3D, or if they're not having a good mindset, that they can hop on the phone with us and start texting us in order to get support essentially in real time.
And I think that this was a great idea for us to do because back when we used to be just manifestation buddies, and that's what we would do, it's really nice to have that everyday support when you need help navigating your 3D. And sure, you could find a manifestation buddy for that, but I think it's a lot better if you have somebody that's not limiting, that's not going to push their own crap on you, and you can get pushed right back to where you need to be within seconds.
Exactly. It's just one of those things to where the very few people that have gotten any sort of messaging support from us over the years have felt like, they we were able to stop their spiral. And so on the whole, it's not something that Nikki and I have offered to pretty much anybody. So we're offering it. We're limiting spots to two people. So it's like we would each only take on two people for this level of coaching because it is more intensive and it's something that you would essentially be interacting with us pretty much every day, but it would be one-on-one. It's not a group coaching. It's literally you would message us directly. We would message you directly back.
Right. And I think it's great for accountability and just staying on track. But the cool thing about it is, since it's new and we're only taking two people and it's Black Friday and the holidays are coming up, we decided to knock $1,000 off of it. Our original price point was about $3,500, but we're knocking $1,000 off for anybody that signs up. But again, Flossie and I are each only taking two people. So again, you get a 60-minute call with us, four follow-up calls, which is like once a week, the emergency call, the boot camp with Flossie, that's all Flossie's boot camp stuff, and then a month of biofeedback with me.
And no matter who you go with. So if you want to work
Right.
with Nikki, you would still have access to all the boot camp, class course information to help you. And it's just to give you a basic understanding of law of assumption, even if you think you know it already. I've never had anybody say that they've reviewed that material and didn't get anything from it. There's a lot of things that help a person to get clear, to figure out what they want in all areas of life, and then explaining manifestation from A to Z. And if you're working with me, you would get the biofrequency just like if you were to work with Nikki. It's like everybody would get the same thing. It's just which coach do you want to work with or which coach has availability. We're not really opening spots for people because this is going to be a highly intensive thing. And we realize that, maybe not everybody wants to do this type of coaching, and that's totally okay. That's why there's only 2 spots, and it's an exclusive thing because people don't have that level of access to us, period.
Exactly. And since we're here, we're going to mention that the All I Want for Christmas Is You SP Crash Course is also currently on sale from now until Black Friday for 170.
Yes.
So we knocked $30 off of it as a Black Friday sale as well. So we hope that you'll check out our podcast. That's absolutely free. We give you all the free content on both of our channels and on the podcast. And if you want the exclusive coaching with myself or Flossie, there are spots available right now. We'll turn it off as soon as those are completely, the 2 people have signed up. Anything else, Flossie?
I don't think so. If you have any questions about it, you can feel free to drop us the comments, questions below. A lot of you are in the Mermaid Gang or one of our Facebook groups. You can also, DM us if you have a question about it, if you're considering it and you just want to know like maybe more how it would work for you. Feel free to, drop us a message and we'll answer your questions.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.